severe thunderstorm warning for Surrey County in northwestern North Carolina, Stokes County, Wilkes County in northwestern North Carolina, northwestern Rockingham County, Yankton County in northwestern North Carolina until 9 p.m. At 7:55 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Flat Rock to near Windy Gap, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Eaton, Mount Airy, North Wilkesboro, Ilkin, Wilkesboro, Fairview, and Flat Rock. Prepare immediately for damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Blacksburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina: Rockingham, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Charlotte, southeastern Pennsylvania, and southern Halifax counties will expire at 8 p.m. The storms which prompted the warning have weakened below severe limits and have exited the warned area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central North Carolina, along with central, south central, and west central Virginia. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties: Pennsylvania, Virginia. The severe thunderstorm warning for the city of Danville is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central North Carolina and south central Virginia. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for northeastern Caswell, south central Pennsylvania, and southwestern Halifax counties. At 7:51 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Ringgold, or 8 miles east of Danville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Impacted include Milton, Blanche, Tamara, Alton, Ringgold, and Hygo Lake. Prepare immediately for large hail and damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. Locally, heavy rain will quickly reduce visibility and result in ponding of water on roadways, standing water in low-lying areas, and minor flooding of creeks, streams, and areas of poor drainage. Drivers are urged to slow down and use extra caution to avoid hydroplaning. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Blacksburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for the following counties: Caswell, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, Virginia. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Charlotte, southeastern Pennsylvania, and southern Halifax counties will expire at 8 p.m. The storms which prompted the warning have weakened below severe limits and have exited the warned area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central North Carolina, along with central, south central, and west central Virginia. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties: Pennsylvania, Virginia. Severe thunderstorm watch number 226 remains in effect until 10 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina: Alamance, Alexander, Allegheny, Caswell, Davidson, Davie, Forsyth, Guilford, Iredell, Randolph, Rockingham, Bryan, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin, and the following counties in Virginia: Carroll, Grayson, Henry, Patrick, and Pennsylvania, and the following independent cities in Virginia: Danville, Galax, and Martinsville. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, certain key could rapidly change weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned for a weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlet or internet source for the latest severe weather information. At 6:54 p.m. at Seaport Airport, the temperature was 79 degrees and skies were mostly cloudy. The forecast for the rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms, mainly this evening. Forecast for the northwest Piedmont and foothills, including the Triad, Mount Airy, and surrounding areas. Severe thunderstorm watch 226 in effect until 10 p.m. this evening. West of tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms, mainly this evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe this evening. Lows in the lower 60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. Wednesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. East winds around 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 40s. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, partly sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Friday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-50s. Saturday and Saturday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers. Highs around 80. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 30%. Sunday and Sunday night, mostly clear. A 30% chance of showers. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the mid-50s. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-50s. Tuesday, partly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. The forecast for the mountains, including Sparta. Severe thunderstorm watch 226 in effect until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this evening. For tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms, mainly this evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe this evening. Lows in the mid-50s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of rain 90%. For Wednesday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. North winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. For Thursday, partly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour. For Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-40s. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. For Friday and Friday night, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid-60s. Lows around 50. For Saturday and Saturday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs around 70. Lows around 50. Chance of rain 40%. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a 40% chance of showers. Highs around 70. Here are the 7 p.m. observations for the region. At the Piedmont Triad Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees, the dew point 64, and the relative humidity 60%. The wind was southwest at 20 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.70 inches and falling. At Winston-Salem, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 81 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity 54%. The wind was southwest at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.72 inches and falling. Elsewhere across the region this hour, at Jefferson, it was cloudy with a temperature of 73. At Mount Airy, it was partly sunny with a temperature of 76. At Charlotte, light rain was falling with a temperature of 81. At Hickory, it was partly sunny with a temperature of 72. At Burlington, it was partly sunny with a temperature of 82. In Raleigh, it was partly sunny with a temperature of 83. The severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Pittsylvania County is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central North Carolina and south central Virginia. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for northeastern Caswell and southwestern Halifax counties. At 8:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Samora or near Turville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Alton, Tamora, and Hygo Lake. Prepare immediately for large hail and damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. Locally, heavy rain will quickly reduce visibility and result in ponding of water on roadways, standing water in low-lying areas, and minor flooding of creeks, streams, and areas of poor drainage. Drivers are urged to slow down and use extra caution to avoid hydroplaning. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Blacksburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for the following counties: Caswell, North Carolina. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Carroll County is canceled. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central and northwestern North Carolina and central, south central, southwestern, and west central Virginia. following locations and Bill Airport. Prepare immediately for damage to winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail at any time, as well as reports of anyone damaged.
Hey, how's it going tonight? Roll this window up so I can hear a little bit better. How's your night going?
The severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Pittsylvania County is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the... A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for eastern Surrey, Stokes, southeastern Wilkes, northwestern Rockingham, and Yadkin counties. At 8:19 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Danbury to Harmony, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
Pretty good. Sweet. Sitting here enjoying a little bit of lightning. Lambsburg, Virginia.
For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows.
Been
When it is safe to do so, please send
quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings, special weather statements. Been a few brief tornado warnings to the north and northwest of here, but they fade out pretty quick.
Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Lambsburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina, Rockingham, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin. The severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Pittsylvania County is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for North Central North Carolina and South Central Virginia. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8:30 p.m. for northeastern Caswell and southwestern Halifax counties. At 8:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Samara or near Turville, moving east at 35 miles.
Yeah, they've had, I guess, mostly up in Kentucky, but a little bit here in Virginia. Not too bad.
Radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
All of the storms that just moved through here are all starting to bow out as they go into North Carolina. They're all starting to kind of form a line and bow out. This is stuff that just went through here. They've been moving pretty quick. Now what do they got going?
The National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Forsyth County, northeastern Davidson County, until 9 p.m. At 8:22 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Edon, or near East Bend, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Winston-Salem, Thomasville, Kernersville, Clements, Bermuda Run, Huntsville, Louisville, Walkertown, Rural Hall, and Fostown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina, Davidson, and Forsyth.
And I got some beautiful clouds earlier when the storm first started firing. I'll pull this one up. The easiest way to do it. But took that one earlier. That thing was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I was thrilled to get that shot. That was what it looked like on radar after I pulled it up, and that provided a beautiful, beautiful, very photogenic buildup. Let's see, that was about 6:30 tonight, so a couple hours ago. But it was very photogenic when it first started and just beautiful. That formation didn't last very long. These things were moving so quick, it was in a hurry out of sight. It was absolutely gorgeous. And that's that one went warned, severe warned, probably about 5 minutes after I took that picture. And it did not take it very long at all to get completely out of sight. Things are really starting to quiet down where I'm at right now. It should be a fairly quiet, hopefully a fairly quiet night all the way up to sleep. Should be anyway. Yeah, pretty much all of my pictures I take, I do watermark if I'm going to post them anywhere. I do brand everything under the digital production company. Yeah, I don't usually do anything as far as actual copyright. I put my watermarks on them, but copyright's just too expensive. But I will put my digital production company's watermark on it. Eventually, once I get my FAA Part 107, I'll start obviously having to do a little bit more, but until I get that mess figured out. Uh, chase a little bit around home when we get some big thunderstorms coming up out of the desert, but for the most part, it's just oddly enough for a truck driver, we don't necessarily chase the weather. The weather chases us, or we get stuck right in the path. Like right now, I don't have the hours to go anywhere. So let's say there was a tornado warning here. I'm literally stuck at this truck stop. I can't go anywhere. Yeah, I actually live in the mountains of San Diego. So from the Anza Borrego Desert going at or below sea level, the storms will sometimes fire coming up to over 6,000 feet into the mountains. And on a rare occasion, we get some really strong thunderstorms coming up out of the desert. Usually they're late at night, and I have taken off and gone out there and pretty much chased them all the way from the desert floor back into the coastal area of San Diego. But it's all mountain roads. Then you get down into the city, which I really try to avoid. But
say a command.
Pretty much for us, because it's our hours of service, and with a 53-foot trailer and a load, where are you going to go? You're not going to outrun it. So typically, the shelter options for us are the truck stop showers. Um, Typically, though, I am the crazy sucker that will stand out in the middle of a parking lot and film it. I'm not the one that's going to run for a shelter. I'm going to know where the closest ditch is, or I'm just going to go Dorothy status. And what started it for me, there was, I don't remember how long ago it was. See if I remember what year or find the, uh, let's see. Yeah, post shelter would be nice, but like if you are on the Kansas Turnpike or the Oklahoma Turnpike, there's nothing. For truck drivers, there's literally nothing. If there's not a truck stop, we can't go into gas stations. We can't get off the highway in a lot of places. So if we're on the highway, we're kind of screwed, honestly. There's really not a lot of options for us. I mean, pretty much our options come down to bend over, kiss your backside goodbye. I had a newer driver one day ask me, what do you see? What do you do if you see a tornado in time? Well, you find a ditch. And then he asked me, well, what if I don't see it in time and it's coming at me? And the only thing I could tell him was, you get religion in a hurry. And that's really all you can do. I think it was June. I want to say it was June 2013. Um, was the first tornado warning that I dealt with. I was just west of St. Louis. There was that very large tornado that went through like St. Charles, hit the airport. I was on an overnight schedule, so I was sound asleep, and I got woken up by the weather alerts going off on my phone, and stood out in the parking lot filming it. That storm had 3,500 lightning strikes an hour, and that was really my first introduction to severe weather as a truck driver, and I just fell in love with it. Yeah, I've seen multiple videos where semi trucks have gotten flipped, and I've been very fortunate. I've had multiple tornado warnings while I've been on the highway in the same county, but I've been very, very lucky. There's certain areas, certain times of day, I try to get parked and stay parked simply because I don't want to drive right into one. But I'm constantly watching the weather radars. I'm constantly listening to weather radio and making sure I know what county I'm in, because I really don't want to get into a bad spot. But it's like the Kentucky tornado back in December a couple years ago. I was in Franklin. Half the drivers in that truck stop were sound asleep, had no idea what was going on. If I can juggle this right, I can. If I get my foot unstuck, yeah, that's a short and a half, just getting out of the truck. Now that it's not raining, I can hop out and not get drenched. Now, if this guy would get out of the way. Yeah, hopefully. That's beautiful. I love Momata. Great for a beautiful sky. Still throwing a little bit of lightning, not as much as it was earlier, but still beautiful, beautiful sky. Trying to find balance where I'm not next to all these idling engines. Between engines idling and my, nah, no green. We're not going green this time. Greenage, I tend to get a little nervous. Greenage is never a great sign of things to come. Now, maybe I can hear a little bit better back here. Let me climb up on my trailer. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much better. There we go. Possibly. Let's see. What are we showing right now? We're not showing much of anything. So currently that's kind of what we got going. Not too much. Most of it's kind of moved away already. It's like another little thing coming in behind it, but nothing too bad. Pretty much something like that. No, I drive for a company, so company driver. Their truck, their trailer. They do give us a lot of freedom though in what we do. Currently have a mini excavator and a bulldozer on the trailer. Mini excavator is going up just outside of Cleveland, and then the bulldozer I'm going up to Traverse City, Michigan. Then I'll probably hop across the UP in Michigan and grab some lumber. Yeah, I hadn't planned on being awake right now, but the weather alert went off in the truck, which woke me up earlier, and it's already almost 9 o'clock. I plan on leaving at midnight, so it's kind of pointless to go back to bed. I have been known to sleep right through tornado sirens and alarms going off. It really just depends on how long of a day I've had.
Sighting, entries. Locations impacted include Winston-Salem, Thomasville, Kernersville, Clements, Bermuda Run, Huntsville, Louisville, Walkertown, Rural Hall, and Fostown. Straight line winds can blow down trees, power lines, and damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed. Stay away from windows as flying debris generated by damaging winds can be deadly. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina, Davidson, and Forsyth. At 7:54 p.m. at the Piedmont Triumph Airport, the temperature was 78 degrees and skies were cloudy. The forecast for rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and thunderstorms, mainly this evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe this evening. Lows in the lower 60s. West wind 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. This is NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards, station WXL 42, operating on frequency 162. Severe thunderstorm watch number 226 remains in effect until 10 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina: Alamance, Alexander, Allegheny, Caswell, Davidson, Davie, Forsyth, Guilford, Iredell, Randolph, Rockingham, Bryant, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin, and the following counties in Virginia: Carroll, Grayson, Henry, Patrick, and Pittsylvania, and the following independent cities in Virginia: Danville, Alex, and Martinsville. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damage. Stay close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. This is NOAA Weather Radio, all hazards, station WXL 42, operating on frequency 162.40 MHz. This program originates from the National Weather Service in Raleigh and is transmitted from an antenna located on Sorrowtown Mountain in Stokes County. The station serves the northwest Piedmont and northern foothills of North Carolina, as well as adjacent Virginia counties. The current time is 8:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for Forsyth and northeastern Davidson counties. At 8:46 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Kernersville, or 7 miles east of Winston-Salem, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, entries. Locations impacted include Winston-Salem, Thomasville, Kernersville, Clements, Bermuda Run, Huntsville, Louisville, Walkertown, Rural Hall, and Foxtown. Straight line winds can blow down trees, power lines, and damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed. Stay away from windows as flying debris generated by damaging winds can be deadly. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina, Davidson, and Forsyth. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for eastern Surrey, Stokes, southeastern Wilkes, northwestern Rockingham, and Yadkin counties. At 8:19 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Danbury to Harmony, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Eaton, North Wilkesboro, Ilkin, Wilkesboro, Fairview, Yadkinville, and Leoden. Prepare immediately for damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Lambsburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. for the following counties in North Carolina, Rockingham, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for Charlotte, South Central Campbell, Southeastern Pennsylvania, and Halifax counties, and the city of Danville. At 8:29 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Long Island to near Mayfield, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Danville, South Boston, Halifax, Brookneal, Kinesville, Charlotte Courthouse, and Treville. This includes the following location: Danville Airport. Prepare immediately for damaging winds. For your safety, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. When it is safe to do so, please send your reports of hail of any size, as well as reports of any wind damage, including downed trees or large limbs, to the National Weather Service by calling toll-free at 1-866-215-4324. Reports and pictures can also be shared on the National Weather Service Blacksburg Facebook page and on Twitter. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties: Pennsylvania, Virginia, and the Virginia Independent City of Danville. The severe thunderstorm warning for Pennsylvania, Henry, and southeastern Patrick counties, and the city of Martinsville will expire at 8:45 p.m. The storms which prompted the warning have weakened below severe limits and no longer pose an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central and northwestern North Carolina and central, south central, southwestern, and west central Virginia. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties: in Virginia, Henry, Patrick, and Pennsylvania, and the Virginia Independent City of Martinsville. The National Weather Service in Raleigh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Guilford County until 9:30 p.m. At 8:53 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Kernersville, or 11 miles west of Greensboro, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Greensboro, Pine Point, Kernersville, McLeonsville, Summerfield, Gibsonville, Stokesdale, Pleasant Garden, Jamestown, and Haw River State Park. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Straight line winds can blow down trees, power lines, and damage mobile homes and other buildings. Seek shelter in a sturdy structure until the storm has passed. Stay away from windows as flying debris generated by damaging winds can be deadly. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 9:30 p.m. for the following counties: Guilford, North Carolina. Here is a special weather statement from the National Weather Service for the listening area. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northwestern Rockingham, southwestern Pennsylvania and Henry counties, and the city of Martinsville. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Surrey, Stokes, southeastern Wilkes, northwestern Rockingham, and the Yadkin counties will expire at 9 p.m. The storms which prompted the warning have weakened below severe limits and have exited the warned area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for north central and northwestern North Carolina and south central, southwestern, and west central Virginia. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties: in North Carolina, Rockingham, Stokes, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin. Severe thunderstorm watch number 226 has been canceled for the following counties: in North Carolina, Allegheny, Surrey, Wilkes, and Yadkin, and the following counties: in Virginia, Carroll, Grayson, and Patrick, and the Virginia independent city of Galax. Here is a special weather statement from the National Weather Service for the listening area. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northwestern Rockingham, southwestern Pennsylvania and Henry counties, and the city of Martinsville through 9:15 p.m. At 8:46 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Horse Pasture, or near Spencer, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 30 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Locations impacted include Martinsville, Spencer, Axton, Ridgeway, Leatherwood, Dry Fork, and Village Heights. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Locally heavy rain will